So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Baylor! And they turn it into a defensive score.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Graves. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you've got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Wants to fire on second down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He wants to go deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Baylor's offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Complete on 3rd down. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Bears with the 1st and 10.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the foot. Picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wolf. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hand.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it's hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Turner. Makes the grab on the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. He wants to change this route. Gonna sling it on second down. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. First down and more. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Bears!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hold and finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Got his man. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Graves. Turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Here's the give off the left side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Turner. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. Ball's out behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Turner. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw again. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault, precision execution. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Turner. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense might bring the house here. It's complete. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there, but does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Turner. Here's a heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Rides the back on the option to give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep
gashing the knee on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, The offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Turner. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bears in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Just keeps slinging it. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run the sneak for it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Gets the back moving with the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. It's complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Turner. Going for 6. Touchdown, through the air for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll immediately call timeout. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A designed run for the quarterback. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
35, Clemson.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his big tight end. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 34 over Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Turner. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Finds his tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to throw. It's Turner. It's complete to the right. Out of bounds, stop just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Holds it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. The give as they work on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Gonna look downfield again. that.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of pain.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here.